Hi everybody!
So a while ago I did a video on relaxing JRPGs with some of my other content creator friends. A few selections got missed and there were some technical errors as well. So we're doing a follow-up video to that one. This video will feature some of my content creator friends and it'll also feature an additional entry from me at the very end of the video. So stick around for that. So, with that out of the way, let's see what some of my friends' picks are.
You know what JRPG I find relaxing? Final Fantasy VII. Now I know some of you are rolling your eyes and want to stop the video right here and there and say, oh my god, another Final Fantasy VII fanboy. Ugh. Also like Final Fantasy IV, 6, Tactics War of the Lions, 9, as well as 10. Does that make me cool now? You gotta cancel me? Alright, good, let me talk to you. Final Fantasy VII, just like most of us in the West, was the first JRPG I ever played. This hit different because there's not a lot of games that my brothers and I enjoy. I am the youngest of 3, and my brothers are 7 years older. And we spent many, and I mean many nights, trying to figure out how to play this game, finding all the materia, finding the best weapons, armor, accessories, everything, and even unlocking all the limit breaks. We were obsessed with this game, and still are to this very day. Something about finally leaving the bustling, smoggy city of Midgar and going out into the overworld for the very first time. Listen to that overworld music. It's great! From going to the very peaceful Chocobo farm to the very cold Icicle Inn. There's just something about the music that just sets the tone for each and every beat of the game. And I haven't even talked about the gameplay yet. And I believe the materia system of Final Fantasy VII may be the best in the franchise. Why? Because it's absolutely busted. Can't tell you how many hours I've spent finding materia, grinding materia, and combining it with other materia to make myself damn near unstoppable. There's something satisfying about killing bosses in just a few turns with the right materia combo. Remember finding Nights around for the very first time? And going to the North Cave to face Sephiroth? Oh gosh, I do. This is a guy who has spent the entire game messing with you. He has killed one of your love interests, he's burnt down your town, killed your family, almost killed your childhood friend, and used you to use the black materia. I know, spoilers, but this game is almost 30 years old. If you haven't played it, that's your problem. But anyway, and as he just fades away, it's like, haha, no supernova for you, pretty boy. Take that 7-foot sword and shove it right up your... Anyway, I really enjoy Final Fantasy VII. Whether it be the music, which I have almost the entire soundtrack on my phone, the gameplay, the story, everything. It just takes me back to the times where I used to sit around with my brothers many, many moons ago, playing this game on my PlayStation 1 around the TV. And the only stress I had was homework. Now here I am at 33 years old reminiscing about this game. It's one of those games that I'm probably going to go back to for the rest of my life. I'll probably be 90 years old playing it. Whether it be the original, whether it be with mods, or even the remake. But I know this for a fact. I'm looking forward to playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth when that is released. Not a cheap plug, by the way. Back to you, Colin.
Thank you, Colin, for inviting me to this amazing topic that is relaxing JRPGs. If you know me on my Twitch channel Azza the Ace, you are fully aware that I stream a variety of games, mainly JRPGs, and funny enough, the majority of JRPGs I stream are ones made and polished by Square Enix. As I am a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, I thought of choosing one of the games for this topic. Then I realized neither of them could really fit the description, and what I thought of next was perfect for this topic. So the major key points that I want to focus on when it comes to relaxing JRPGs is the main story, combat system, and probably most importantly, the gentle, beautiful, and amazing soundtrack. Which is what led to choosing my favorite game out of the Mana series, Trials of Mana. Oh my god. If you are in my streams, you know how much I love this game. My discovery of this incredible JRPG was when my partner introduced to me his favorite mana game, Secret of Mana, the predecessor of Trials of Mana. He eventually showed me the emulated fan-made version of Trials of Mana, as at the time, Trials of Mana wasn't released in any other country outside Japan. That is until 2019, when they released Collection of Mana on Nintendo Switch, which featured the first 3 Mana games, Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana. To be honest, I wasn't a fan of the emulated version, and I don't know why. So when my loving partner got me Collection of Mana and I started playing Trials of Mana, man, I was hooked. I fell in love with this game. This game has multiple playthroughs with 3 different storylines, with 2 out of the 6 characters sharing the same storyline. Unlike Secret of Mana, the Trials of Mana combat system, in my opinion, is so much more fun. While Secret of Mana relies on waiting for the character's bar to reach 100% before attacking, and even longer when charging the attack, Trials of Mana's combat system is simply instant attacks with A and special attacks with B, which get more awesome with each class change. After 4 successful hits, a special attack can be performed, which will cause bigger damage. In later character classes, there will be an additional specials available after 6 or 8 regular attacks. What's even more amazing is that you can set the characters your choice of special attacks when you aren't in control of that character. It's epic, entertaining to watch, and just beautiful with each class. So as you can see, the combat is relaxing in a way that it's simply straightforward. Each character has their own unique fighting style, so when it comes to choosing your party, I highly recommend you choose the 2 characters that have the same storyline, and the 3rd character someone who has a fun fighting style or is a healer. If you are interested in this amazing game, would like to know more info on characters that share the same story, and choosing the ideal 3rd character, feel free to leave a comment. The story, or should I say stories, are incredible. So much emotions, heartfelt moments, and even funny moments. Sure, a lot of intense events are happening, however, the story really reels you in, which makes you fall in love with the characters and their personalities. But what really makes the story incredible and pulls you into the story is the music. Oh my god, just listen to this!
Hey everyone, go to the editor here. Jesus, I can't talk today. So, I talked with Azza, I talked with the Leafer, and I came to a consensus that I'm going to display both of the versions of the game, while freeze framing one and the other so you guys can hear the difference. By the way, it is great. They didn't change all that much, but they perfected it. Give it a listen.
we're looking for. It's a giant monster. So why do I feel mana power coming off of it?
Why would a monster give off mana power? Ugh, fight the monster first. Worry later. Stronger than you think.
On the top! This one's a doozy.
Okay. This is it. Don't think so. It's hurt. Time to strike. Ha! This'll be over quick.
The nostalgia, the feels, the emotions, the thrill and epicness of the adventure. These tracks are just examples of how incredible the music is, and there's so many awesome tracks. Gives me goosebumps every time whilst playing this game and whenever I listen to this soundtrack in general. Everything about this game is what makes this game relaxing, and don't get me started with the fact that the remake made it even more epic with extra story content, extra feels, and remastered versions of the amazing soundtracks that is Trials of Mana. I could go on so much longer about Trials of Mana, but in a non-self-promoting way, I'm currently streaming this amazing game and I feel 6 minutes is underestimating my true passion and love for this beautiful game.
Yo, YouTube, what is good? Bruv going, what is good? And we are here with our first collaboration video. Big thank you to Colin for having me be part of this. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So when Colin asked me about my most relaxing JRPG, I really had to have a deep think about it. Most JRPGs always start off in a relaxing setting for the most part, then usually disaster strikes, setting you along whatever grandiose journey that may await you. After some long thought, the game that I really thought was the most relaxing experience I've ever had in a JRPG, I thought that game was Trails in the Sky. Trails in the Sky just has this beautiful sense of peace within its world. From its beautiful musical score, which complements the world and nature of the characters, to the overall theme in each city you visit, the game is just filled with so much life and character, making you feel like you're really part of the world. One thing that I think that makes me associate this game with being so relaxing is the music. The soundtrack in this game is so beautifully done and is so beautiful at setting the tone for the game. I think the first theme that you hear in this game, being the Byway of Departure, is just such a beautiful tone setter and a song I frequently play whenever I'm editing or just relaxing in general. For me personally, Trails in the Sky out of the whole series has always been the one game that I thought that had that perfect blend of comfort and combat, and I found that was a big reason why I fell in love with the game originally on the PSP. I think another reason, other than the music that complements this game being so relaxing to me, is the characters. They honestly feel like family members throughout your journey, and each one of them give off this comforting and relaxing energy throughout the game. So for me personally, out of all the characters within this game, I'm a huge fan of Estelle, and she really feels like your little sister throughout this game. She's definitely a big reason why I find this game so relaxing. Yes, her character may be over the top at times, but that's just how Estelle is. I feel her and Joshua's dynamic, especially in the early stages of the game, make for some really relaxing and comforting gameplay. So with that being said, out of all the Trails games in this series, personally, I just think Trails in the Sky is the perfect comfort game for me and is most definitely the most relaxing JRPG I've ever played.
Hey everyone, what up? Matt Kaiser here, and thank you Colin Lack for inviting me here to be a part of this collab. It was an absolute honor. Now, I was given a choice of a relaxing JRPG that I played, and well, I played quite a few. Things like the Trials of Mana remake, as well as the world of Final Fantasy. But if I had to pick one, alongside maybe say Kingdom Hearts 1 as an honorable mention, my choice for relaxing JRPG that I played would have to be the Atelier Marie remake, The Alchemist of Salzburg. Now this is a remake of the 1997 game, which was of course the very first game in Gus's long-running Atelier series, and this pretty much be quite a different JRPG against the whole contemporary norm that other JRPGs had. Instead of, going out for a big adventure, saving the world, killing God, or making love to, one of your JPEGs, in this one, it's more of a carefree and cozy experience where you play as the titular Marie who's, trying her best to be a successful alchemist and has given her own atelier, and where throughout the 5 years she's been given, she has to create something truly impressive so she can not only pass her exams but also, make herself, a famous alchemist, given the fact that, well, she's an absolutely terrible student. And yeah, that's your basic story. Your story is absolutely very light, and it's more a sense of the characters that are driven by the story, as you want to see Marie succeed, and the party dynamic you do meet through optional, because in this game you are able to recruit members whether you hire or fire them, and the more you interact with them, the more you get to learn about them. Not only that, but the visuals are absolutely nice, very cute, especially with the chibi art style that really is respectful to the original, 1997 game, but absolutely looks charming, as well as having, full-on 2D portraits of the characters, which absolutely looks, amazing. The combat may be simplified to a T, but it's absolutely enjoyable. But the really good vibes this game has comes from the music and the success of crafting, certain items. As the more you succeed, the more chance Atelier Marie herself gets her knowledge and reputation boosted. And seeing the positivity result after a successful crafting is absolutely phenomenal. Not only that, but for a game to have not only multiple endings, but also be around, 5 or even 10 hours long, really makes it a nice breeze. And anyone who's fatigued for, had played too many JRPGs that go on for like 50 to 100 hours long and needs something more of a nice palate cleanser or a side game where not a whole lot happens, but you're still for a fun ride nonetheless, that I absolutely recommend Atelier Marie Remake. And if you get the digital deluxe edition, you also get the original game fully localized and translated to play alongside the remake. Anyway, thank you for having me, and by all means, share this video and, subscribe to Colin Lack's channel. He's an amazing guy, and by all means, leave the comments down below of a relaxing JRPG that you made. Until then, thank you for having me, and peace out.
Hey guys, Mooseraw1 here. So when Leaf originally posed this question to me, I was like, I don't really play JRPGs for relaxing. I don't play any games for relaxing. Mostly I'm in it for the grind. But after getting away from the fact of my best favourite JRPGs like Final Fantasy 7 and 9, Star Ocean, the Shukaden series, Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, I did come up with a few that could be contenders. So I actually went from thinking about games like, first of all, was like Star Ocean. Star Ocean, great game, a lot of dialogue, breaking up the gameplay, very, very like relaxed atmosphere. Same with like Final Fantasy 9. But essentially, in the end, what I went for was tactics games. Now, the reason for tactics games is I feel like, even though we're doing the same old grind as usual, they're very like, you can just like go in a dungeon, level up your characters, go back to town. Usually there's a lot of stuff to do in town besides the normal grind. So I am going to go top 5, and we're going to say in 5th place, we're going to go with Star Ocean End of Time, which is not a tactics game, great game. Very dialogue heavy, but great game. In 4th place, I am going to say Dark Cloud 2. Very great game, amazing. Playing it right now on stream for the second time after it was part of my late teens, early 20s. In third place, we are still going to put Final Fantasy IX in there because I feel like it's a great game and it's very relaxing. And in 2, we're going to go Shukaden Tactics. Great tactic game. The one thing I will say why it didn't get number 1 spot is there's a lot of elemental flaw that plays a big part to winning or losing, so it is a little stressful at times. And in number 1, we are going to go with Disgaea, and the one I'm going to pick is 3. And now why am I going to pick that? So the thing with Disgaea that I believe makes it the most relaxing JRPG tactics game is it's unapologetically crazy funny, and there is so much to do back in town apart from the just dungeon crushing. You can literally customize your whole team. There's classes where you compose new ideas, stuff like that, and you can't forget Pretty Dude. So all in all, I think Disgaea 3 and Disgaea 5 take my top spot. This has been Moose1. Thanks very much, guys. Peace.
Hey everyone, Gotta Wait here. So, Colin asked me to redo my part since there was a little F-up on the first part, and hey, I'm editing it, so there shouldn't be any F-ups. It happens, it's human, I know, time delays and constraints and all that, but hey, I'm here to make it better. So, back to my selection, which was Legend of Dragoon. Very great game, very fun, the art style is phenomenal, the storytelling is wicked. The combo system is just innovative. It is incredible. Honestly, if this game were to get a today remake, I'd probably pre-buy it, and I would, if it's on Kickstarter, I'd probably put some money on it. Seriously, if you guys have never experienced Legend of Dragoon, it is an old PS1 game, but holy shit, even today, it is phenomenal. Guys, go see it.
My initial pick was The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel as a series, but since I'm here to talk about relaxing JRPGs yet again, I have to choose another. So I'm going to choose a classic. My classic pick is of course Final Fantasy X. This is the Final Fantasy title that made me fall in love with the franchise. But I got into it well after its heyday. I got into it when the remastered collection launched on the PlayStation 3, so I was already in my 20s. I don't have any nostalgia for this game, nor do I have any for the Final Fantasy series, so why did I pick Final Fantasy X? I'm choosing Final Fantasy X because the story of it is so enjoyable I can just play the game whenever and not be bored of it. I also find Final Fantasy X really relaxing because of the music. Most of the time, the music in this entry of Final Fantasy is really calm, and that's a great thing. Combine that with the amazing turn-based combat, and you can see why Final Fantasy X is not only the pinnacle of the franchise for me, but it's also the very reason I find the game the second most relaxing JRPG I've ever played. Also, I love Yuna as her story really resonates with me specifically, not just the overall storyline, which is amazing. So I want to thank all of the creators who were involved in this project. If you want to see some of the other creators' picks from the first go-round, why not check out that video? Or if you want to see something else, check out whatever YouTube thinks you'll like best. Until next time, keep blazing that trail.